This is Meenakshi Dilip Birari, working as a assistant professor in chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nasik. In today's lecture, we will study classification of petrochemical and also petrochemical feedstock sources. First of all, what are petrochemicals? We know that the word petroleum is derived from the Latin word petra, that means rock, and oleum, that means oil. So, petroleum is an oil obtained from rocks. Petroleum, it is a mixture of hydrocarbons, that is hydrogen and carbon. Petroleum is one of the important sources of power. It provides fuels like kerosene, gasoline, diesel, etc. and also consumer products like wax, lubricating oils, fertilizers, explosives, carbon black, pigments, synthetic rubber, plastic, etc. So, the petrochemicals are chemical products which are derived from petroleum and also from fossil fuels and renewable sources. Petrochemicals are chemical products derived from petroleum. Some chemical compounds made from petroleum are also obtained from other fossil fuels such as coal or natural gas or renewable sources such as corn or sugarcane. The two most common petrochemical classes are olefins and aromatics. Now, what is the classification of petrochemical? Primarily, petrochemicals are divided into three groups on the basis of their chemical structure. Petrochemicals are classified in olefins, aromatics, and also in synthetic gases. On the basis of the chemical structure, primarily petrochemicals are divided into three groups. Olefins, it includes ethylene, propylene, and butadiene. Ethylene and propylene are important sources of industrial chemicals and plastic products, and butadiene is used in making synthetic rubber. Second group, that is aromatics, they include benzene, toluene, and xylene, which is also called as BTX. Benzene is used as a raw material for dyes and synthetic detergents. Toluene, it is used as a raw material in the manufacture of benzaldehyde, benzoic acid, and TNT. Paraxylene, it is used as a starting material for terylene fiber, and xylene is also used to produce plastics and synthetic fiber. Then naphthalene, it is also the aromatic compound. It is used as a starting material in the manufacture of phthalic acid, alpha and beta naphthols, also for the manufacturing of naphthylamine and tetraline. Pyridine and other tar bases are also used in the manufacture of dye-stuff intermediates, accelerators in vulcanizations of rubber, and for manufacture of pharmaceuticals. Pyridine are also used as a solvents. Phenols, cresols, and xylenols are also used to prepare salicylic acid, aspirin, etc. Phenol is used in the manufacture of adipic acid and as a material for nylon. So these are aromatic compounds that may be benzene, naphthalene, pyridine, phenols, cresols, and xylenols. Then another group, that is synthetic gases. Synthetic gases, it is the mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. It is used to make ammonia and methanol. Ammonia, it is used to make the fertilizer urea, while methanol, it is used to prepare the various reactions. It is used as a solvent and chemical intermediate. So, on the basis of their chemical structure, primarily petrochemicals are divided into three groups: olefins, aromatics, and synthetic gases. Now, the resources and petrochemical feedstock resources. Major hydrocarbon sources which are used in producing petrochemicals are methane, ethane, propane, and butane, naphtha, benzene, toluene, and xylene, and also gas oil. So these are the major sources which are used in producing petrochemicals. Methane, ethane, propane, and butane, these are obtained primarily from natural gas processing plants. Naphtha, it is obtained from petroleum refineries. Benzene, toluene, and xylene, as a whole it is referred to as a BTX. It is primarily obtained from petroleum refineries by extraction from the reformate produced in catalytic reformers. And gas oil, it is obtained from petroleum refineries. Now this following diagram schematically depicts the major hydrocarbon sources which are used in producing petrochemicals. So mainly major hydrocarbon sources are methane, ethane, propane, and butanes, naphtha, benzene, toluene, and xylene, and also gas oil. Methane, ethane, propane, and butane, these are obtained primarily from natural gas processing plants. Naphtha, it is obtained from petroleum refineries. Benzene, toluene, and xylene, these are primarily obtained from petroleum refineries by extraction from the reformate produced in the catalytic reformers. And gas oil is also obtained from petroleum refineries. Methane and BTX, that is benzene, toluene, and xylene, are used directly as feedstocks for producing petrochemicals. However, methane, ethane, propane, butane, naphtha, and gas oil, these are served as an optional feedstock for steam assisted thermal cracking, which is referred as steam crackers, that produces the intermediate petrochemical feedstocks. The intermediates which are produced in petrochemical feedstocks, these are ethylene, propylene, benzene, butadiene, and also other byproducts. So the major hydrocarbon sources which are used in producing petrochemicals, these are methane, ethane, propane, and butane, also naphtha, gas oil, and BTX, that is benzene, toluene, and xylene. So which are obtained from petroleum refineries and also natural gas processing plants. So it is the schematic representation of major hydrocarbon sources, petrochemical feedstock sources. Like commodity chemicals, petrochemicals are made on very large scale. Petrochemical manufacturing units differ from commodity chemical plants in that they often produce a number of related products. Compare this with specialty chemical and fine chemical manufacture where products are made in discrete batch processes. So the petrochemicals are predominantly made in a few manufacturing locations around the world. For example, in Louisiana in the USA, in Tayside in the northeast of England in the United Kingdom, in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and in Jamnagar and Dahej in Gujarat, India. Not all of the petrochemical or commodity chemical materials produced by chemical industry are made in one single location, but groups of related materials are often made in adjacent manufacturing plants to induce industrial symbiosis as well as material and utility efficiency and other economics of scale. This is known as a chemical engineering technology as integrated manufacturing. Specialty and fine chemical companies are sometimes found in similar manufacturing locations as petrochemicals, but in most cases they do not need the same level of large scale infrastructure. For example, pipelines, storage, ports and power, etc., and therefore can be found in multi-sector business parks. The large-scale petrochemical manufacturing locations have clusters of manufacturing units that share utilities and large-scale infrastructure such as power stations, storage tanks, port facilities, road and rail terminals. In the United Kingdom, for example, there are four main locations for such manufacturing. To demonstrate the clustering and integration, some 50% of the United Kingdom's petrochemical and commodity chemicals are produced by the NEPIC industry cluster companies which are present in Teesside. So the large-scale petrochemical manufacturing locations have clusters of manufacturing units that will share the utilities and also the large-scale infrastructure. Let us see some important petrochemicals and their derivatives. First of all, chemicals which are produced from ethylene. The most important olefins which are used for production of petrochemicals are ethylene, propylene and butylenes. Ethylene is also one of the feedstock which is used for the production of petrochemical. The first member of the alkene, which is a colorless gas with a sweet odor having structural formula CH2 double bond CH2. It is highly having a sweet odor. It is active compound that reacts easily by addition to many chemical reagents. Ethylene forms ethyl alcohol, ethylene dichloride, vinyl chloride, ethyl benzene and so on. Ethylene, that is having the molecular formula C2H4. It is a gaseous organic compound. It is simplest olefin chemical feedstock. It is most produced organic compound. About 90% used to produce three chemical compounds that may be ethylene oxide, ethylene dichloride, ethyl benzene and polyethylene. Ethylene is an ripening stimulant. It is used to prepare polyethylene, which is a polymerized ethylene. It is used to prepare ethylene oxide via ethylene oxidation, also ethylene glycol via ethylene oxide hydration, tetrachloroethylene, which is used as a dry cleaning solvent and degreaser. It is also useful to prepare vinyl chloride, which is a monomer for polyvinyl chloride PVC, and polyvinyl chloride, it is used for piping, tubing and also for the preparation of other things. So these are the various chemicals which are produced from ethylene having molecular formula C2H4, which is a gaseous organic compound. So ethylene, it is one of the most important olefin used to prepare petrochemical. About 90% of ethylene used to produce the various chemical compounds. So it is the flow chart which is used for the manufacture of petrochemicals from ethylene. Ethylene is used to prepare polyethylene, ethylene oxide for the preparation of ethanol, polyethylene, vinyl chloride, polyvinyl chloride, tetrachloroethylene, trichloroethylene, glycol ethers, ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol also used as an engine coolant and for the preparation of polyesters. Vinyl chloride, which is a monomer for polyvinyl chloride, and polyvinyl chloride, it is used for piping, tubing and other things. So this one is the flow chart for the manufacture of petrochemicals from ethylene. Now the another olefin which is also used for the production of petrochemicals, that is propylene. Propylene, it is a reactive alkene that can be obtained from refinery gas streams, especially those from cracking processes. It converts to acetone and phenol via the Cumming process, produces isopropanol, that is propane to all acrylonitrile, and it is separated by distillation from hydrocarbon mixtures. Products, it may include plastic items for medical or laboratory kettles, food containers, clear bags and ropes. So propylene, that is CH3CH double bond CH2, it is a reactive alkene that can be obtained from refinery gas streams, especially those from cracking processes. Many important chemicals from propylene are isopropanol, allyl alcohol, glycerol, etc. So propylene, it is used as a monomer and a chemical feedstock. Acrylonitrile, which is also useful as a monomer in forming Orlon. Propylene glycol, it is used in engine coolant and aircraft disturb fluid. Then epoxy resins, it is a type of polymerizing glue from bisphenol, bisphenol A, epichlorohydrin and some amine. So it is a type of polymerizing glue. So this is the flow chart for the manufacture of petrochemicals from propylene. So propylene, it is also used as a monomer and a chemical feedstock. It is used for the preparation of acrylonitrile, propylene glycol, epoxy resins. So epoxy resin, it is a type of polymerizing glue which is obtained from bisphenol A, epichlorohydrin and some amine. Then butylenes, C4 hydrocarbons having formula C4H8. It is a mixture consisting of butanes, butylenes and butadienes. Butylenes are byproducts of refinery cracking processes and steam cracking units for ethylene production. Dehydrogenation of butane, it is a second source of butenes, and isobutylene, which is a butane isomer, is currently highly demanded for the production of oxygenates as gasoline additives. So C4 hydrocarbons, that may be the mixture of butanes, butylenes and butadiene. Isomer of butylene, it is useful as a monomers or co-monomers. Isobutylene, it is a feed for making methyl terbutyl ether, or monomer for copolymerization with a low percentage of isoprene to make butyl rubber. 1,3-butadiene, it is also used as a monomer or co-monomer for polymerization to elastomers such as polybutadiene, styrene butadiene, rubber, or as a plastic such as acrylonitrile, butadiene styrene. Synthetic rubbers, synthetic elastomers which are also made of any one of more of several petrochemical monomers such as 1,3-butadiene, styrene, isobutylene, isoprene, chloroprene, etc. So butylenes are also used to prepare petrochemicals. Then aromatic hydrocarbons. The chemicals which are produced from aromatic hydrocarbons. We know that benzene, toluene, xylene, that is referred as BTX, and ethyl benzene are the aromatic hydrocarbons with a widespread use as a petrochemicals. They are important precursors for many commercial chemicals and polymers such as phenol, trinitrotoluene, that is TNT, nylons, and also plastics. So let us see the flow chart for the manufacture of petrochemicals from BTX, that is from benzene, toluene, and xylene. The chemicals produced from benzene. Benzene, that is having molecular formula C6H6. It is a colorless and highly flammable liquid. It is carcinogenic. It is used as an additive in gasoline, now in limited range. It is also building block for over 250 products. It is also used for the preparation of various products. For example, ethyl benzene for styrene, cumene for phenol, and cyclohexane. So it is the flow chart for the manufacture of petrochemicals using benzene. So benzenes are useful for the preparation of ethyl benzene, cumene, cyclohexane, nitrobenzene, alkyl benzene, chlorobenzene. Ethyl benzene, by using that styrene or polystyrene can be prepared. So styrene, it is a monomer of polystyrene. Cumene, by using that there is the preparation of phenol, acetone, solvents are also that are used for epoxy resin and polycarbonates. Adipic acid and caprolactams useful for nylon preparation. The methylene diphenyl diisocyanate useful for polyurethanes, and all alkyl benzenes are used in detergent formation. So this one is the flow chart for the manufacturing of various chemicals using benzene. Then the chemicals which are produced from toluene. Toluene, it is called as a methyl benzene, that may be C6H5CH3, that is having the benzene ring and one alkyl group CH3. It is a clear water insoluble liquid. Produces benzene and xylene. Toluene for toluene diisocyanate and manufactures polyurethane. It also produces phenol, caprolactam, nitrobenzene, benzoic acid. It is octane booster in gasoline. 50% produces benzene and xylenes, and 25% in solvents, and 10% in the diisocyanate, that is TDI. Around 15% of demand is by gasoline. So let us see the chemicals which are produced from toluene. So these are the chemicals produced from toluene: benzene, toluene diisocyanate, benzoic acid. This one, toluene diisocyanate for polyurethanes, and benzoic acids for caprolactam, and this caprolactam, it is useful for the nylon. So this one is the flow chart for the chemicals produced from toluene. Then the chemicals produced from xylenes. Metaxylene, it is useful for isothalic acid. This isothalic acid for the preparation of alkyl resins, polyamide resins and unsaturated polyesters. Paraxylene for dimethyl terephthalate and terephthalic acid, which is also useful for polyesters. Orthoxylene, it is useful for the manufacturing of phthalic anhydride. So these are the chemicals which are produced from xylenes, that may be metaxylene, paraxylene and orthoxylene. So BTX, that is benzene, toluene and xylene, primarily obtained from petroleum refineries by extraction from the reformate produced in the catalytic reformers. The petrochemicals which are made on a large scale like commodity chemicals. So in today's lecture we have studied the classification of petrochemicals. Primarily petrochemicals are divided into three groups: olefins, aromatics and synthetic gases. Also we have studied some important petrochemicals and their derivatives, manufacturing of petrochemicals by using major hydrocarbon sources. Thank you.